Hello, hi there. This is Kalpesh Patel sharing with you my success tips on MLM. Many of you know me already as a professional speaker, an author, and an enlightened entrepreneur. I've traveled the world and I've had the blessings of meeting many hundreds of thousands of people around the world that have attended my events and seminars and touched the lives of thousands of them, moved, touched, and inspired them to go on to do many great things. I fell in love with the industry of network marketing 18 years ago for many reasons, but the main one for me is the fact that it allows me to surround myself with like-minded people. This industry attracts the best of the best. It just does. It has an ability to just bring together the kind of people that I love being around. The people that are open-minded, the people that are up to something. They want to add value, they want to contribute, but they also want to expand and grow, and they want to make a difference to their immediate circle, predominantly their friends and their family. They want to really just be the best that they can be. And for me, that's something that resonated immediately when I found this industry 18 years ago. So here's a few steps that I've kind of applied over the years that work, and they just work over and over again. You get these one-hit wonders in network marketing that have, they've got that story that they tell you from many years ago, but I've been somehow blessed with the ability to duplicate success over and over again, and that's because I believe yes, I work on myself way harder than I work on any business, but also because I follow systems. I always use systems to duplicate the work, and so leverage is something that's key. Coming from a normal business background myself, I've always understood leverage anyway, and so I apply that in network marketing, and it works every single time. So key number one in succeeding in this industry is absolutely a desire and big dreams. You got to dream like you did when you were a child. Most adults forget to dream. And that burning desire that sits deep in your core that has you jump out of bed in the morning and want to make the most of that day versus just getting through the day. For me, that's so important. And if you're one of these people, and it happens to all of us, but if you're one of these people that's hit a few walls in your life and maybe just been stopped or slowed down and have numbed down your dream, your ability to dream, then my recommendation is that you start reading some books, surround yourself with some winners, get back into the flow and start dreaming again. Build that muscle, strengthen it, and it's your dreams that will pull you forward through the toughest of days. People without dreams die while they're alive. It's just one of those horrible facts. You see it all the time. I call them dead people walking. They have no desire to live, nothing exciting or nothing that they're passionate about. They're literally just breathing, eating, sleeping, and working. Pretty much that's kind of a monotonous life they have, and eventually they die. They die just like the rest of us, but at least some of us have the ability to dream again. And when we start to dream again, you get inspired, you get thrilled, and you get in spirit once again. And that's the key. So when you come into this industry, it's an opportunity to play and play big. The second key is to qualify your quality contacts. Let me say that again. Qualify your quality contacts. So we all know a lot of people, especially with social media and the internet these days. We have access to hundreds, if not thousands of people across the world. And so the key here is to make sure that you get to know these people as personally as you possibly can and qualify them. Make sure that number one, that they're open-minded, that that there's a trust in the relationship, that you like each other. Nobody wants to do business with people that they don't like or trust. And then build on that. Find out their interests. What do they want? What are they about in their life? And then I always say it's a lot easier to give people what they want than what you've got. Too many people are busy out there trying to sell what they've got instead of giving people what they want. And so once you've got these quality contacts, I call them the open-minded, the go-getters, the motivated, the influencers, the leaders, the people that have they're always up to something. Find those people and then qualify them. How do you qualify them? Ask qualifying questions. Really simple. And so you can learn a lot more about that in one of my other videos where I'll go through that as a specific subject in itself. The third step, the third key is to invite effectively and then enter them into a system. What do I mean by invite effectively? Again, more on that on a separate video. But when you're inviting people, again, it's about hitting their hot buttons, hitting their, the key buttons that get them excited. It's not about your excitement. Yes, your excitement's 50% of the story, but it's about their excitement. That's the other 50%. So find out what excites them and then talk about that and see if you can fit what you've got into what they want. And then learn how to invite effectively. How do you invite effectively? Take your time. First of all, whenever I'll do a quick example of an invitation call, ask for permission to speak. Hey Joe, listen, have you got a couple of minutes to speak? There's no point waffling on if they're not listening, if they're busy doing something else. Once they say, yes, I've got a couple of minutes, ask a couple of simple questions. Hey Joe, if I could show you a way to make a fortune on the internet part-time without disturbing anything else you're doing, can I have your time for about 20 minutes? If they say yes, there's your window. Arrange to see them. Arrange to see them online or offline, whatever works most effectively. And then the next key, the fourth key, is to follow up. Really important. Once you've invited them, you've entered them into an automatic online system, through, whether you're drip feeding emails or communicating with them on a regular basis online, however your system is to invite, and then the follow-up has got to be automatic but also personal. Don't just let emails do the follow-up. That doesn't work. I mean, it's okay, it gets some of the information across to them, but really it's the personal follow-up that works. Phone them up, get their questions answered, get them to feel comfortable. That's what I found over the years. If people are comfortable with you and they're comfortable with your proposition, then really the barrier to entry is removed. If somebody's got questions and they're resisting, it's because they've got more stuff to get resolved. And so help them to resolve whatever they need to resolve so you can move them forward. And that's all network marketing is. It's about moving people from where they are to the next step, to the next step, and to the next step. And eventually, they'll make their own mind up along the whole process. I always say we're not in the business of convincing people. If you're finding yourself convincing people, you might convince them to join today. They will convince themselves to cancel tomorrow. You'll lose more people than you bring in, and that's not what this business is about. The difference between convincing and enrolling. Learn to enroll people. When you enroll someone, it's because they want to do it. They're excited. You've hit all the key points in them, and now they see the vision. They see their dreams light up. They see their future brighter than it was before, and now they're motivated and excited to work with you. And so the follow-up is probably the most important process of all of these. Actually, the second most. Inviting is the most important. And then, follow-up is just as important, because not everyone signs up the minute they see the information. Some people need a little bit more work than others. The next step is to close the deal. Don't be afraid to ask the closing questions. Now, I don't mean closing in the conventional sense. I'm saying just move them along again. Find out, what more do you need to know, Joe, for me to help you make a decision? Is there any more information you need? Do you need any more questions answered? What do you need from me to help you make a decision one way or another? It doesn't matter. I'd love to work with you. Of course I would. But if this isn't for you, I respect that too. I wish you well in anything you do. And so just learn to nudge people along. Here's what you'll find out. Most people don't make decisions easily because they're not used to it. Successful people make decisions all the time. And so if you ask successful people, they'll make decisions like that. But the average person is not used to making decisions. They're used to somebody else making decisions for them. I heard a quote a long time ago. I love this quote. They say, if you show me a person that makes a quick decision, and you show me success each and every time. They say successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them quickly. Interesting little things that people have noticed along the history of time. But again, it's for us inside the industry of network marketing, our job is just move people along this, what I call my success system in MLM. And then step number 6 is to train and duplicate. Really, really important. This is a key that a lot of people don't take responsibility for. Training yourself and then duplicating that through your organization. What do I mean? Well, leadership is a skill that is learned. It's not something we're born with. And so, read the books, listen to the CDs, watch the DVDs, get to the events, surround yourself with people that are talking the talk, people that are walking the walk. Get into the heat, put yourself in the center of where it's all happening and be a sponge for learning. Make sure that you're always filling your mind 24/7. I say your first 90 days, you want to immerse yourself fully 100% into whatever it is that you're committed to doing, and so that you're learning everything you need to know about it, sharpening your saw, getting stronger and stronger with every single day for the first 90 days. What will happen after that? It will just become habit. And then what will happen is you'll start mastering the skills that you need to master, and then the duplication is easy because now you're just leading other people to follow the system that you've already used to train yourself and become the best that you can be in that situation. So I hope you've enjoyed that training. Once again, thank you very much for joining me. My name is Kalpesh Patel, and I'll see you at the very, very top. Take care. Have a wonderful day, week, month, and year. Bye for now.